Katie from What Katie Did, and today I'm going to talk about Axfords Corsets, which I've just found out are closing on the 17th of April. Axfords Corsets started in 1880, and for the last 30 years they've been based in Brighton on the south coast of England. And when I first got into corsets 25 years ago, they were one of the two brands in the UK. There were Axfords and there were Vollers. And when you took your first step into corsets and corsetry, they were the two brands you knew about. And basically everyone who bought a corset, it would become from either Axfords or Vollers. I don't know all the reasons for why Axfords is closing, but I do know there is an ageing workforce. And in the garment industry, I have spoken about this before when making lingerie and when making corsets, it's a very skilled job, but it's also a minimum wage job, and it does have an ageing workforce. And I know, speaking to other people, that Axfords does have an ageing workforce, and this would have contributed to their closing. It's not the garments that are being made or where they're made or how they're made. Really, it just comes down to the people who are going to make them. And we've encountered the same issue. If you can't find the people who are going to work, and as I've just said, it's a very skilled job, and also it's a minimum wage job. There is a huge pressure on pricing in the UK. Then making things here just isn't viable. I first encountered Axfords Corsets when I was working at Skin 2 in the mid-90s, and at that time you could really only get corsets in fetish boutiques. And I was very, very lucky because the two main brands for corsets in the UK were Vollers and Axfords, and at Skin 2 we had a wide range of corsets of both brands there. So I also had my staff discount, so I was totally happy. I had access to basically all the corsets that were available in the UK, and I had them at a great price, and I managed to try out quite a few. My first corset was a Petersham ribbon waist-in shirt from Axfords, and I loved it and I wore it all the time. It was amazing. And then after I'd moved away from Skin 2, I had again by Axfords, it was a little satin waspy, which was amazing, and I wore that every day. But when I was at Skin 2, there was a corset. I'm just going to check the code for you because the Axfords website is still live, so you can look it up. But the code was C140, and it was Edwardian style corset. It was flat across the bust here, and it had inbuilt 6 suspenders and lots of lace, so it was almost like an outfit in itself. And I used to look across the shop floor at Skin 2 and this amazing corset, and I absolutely loved it. And of course it was the most expensive one as well, so I could never afford it, but they're still making it today, and it still looks just as amazing as it ever did. So please check that one out. The corset Axfords is most famous for is an overbust corset. The style is C111, and it has a black lace trim, and it's famous because it's kind of famous by stealth, because Axfords would private label corsets, which means that the factory makes them and designs them, and they allow other companies to put their labels in. So even though it's made by Axfords, it would appear to be made by someone else. For example, the C111, that's been sold by Agent Provocateur. It's been sold by Rigby and Peller. We sold it at Skin 2, and also in the very early days of What Katie Did, we used to sell the same corset with a label What Katie Did in. So if you think all these corsets look similar, then yes, they are actually the same corset with different brands labelled in them. And of course you can still get them direct from Axfords. If you have any stories about your first Axfords corsets, please let me know, and I'll catch up with you soon. Take care.